Um, our goal here is to allow you to build one community around what you do, meaning, hey, this is Ron's community, and inside I can have a paid level of that community, right? But we just have to trust that um, our folks will participate in the different things that only apply to them. So some of our stuff overlaps. Let me give you a great example. Fitness, the people that are into nutrition, they're probably into fitness. The people that are into fitness, they're probably into mindset. Do you see what I mean? So, what we're looking at is a lot of the things that we're interested in, just like Joe Rogan, he talks about MMA, comedy, politics, uh, um, aliens. His audience is into all of those different things. So he doesn't need to make an aliens podcast, an MMA podcast, a politics podcast, and a comedy podcast. He has one podcast where those who are interested tune in for what they're interested in. We're not single faceted. I think that that's one of the great things that I've learned with school and some of these other community platforms. The folks who build the bigger brands, it's because they show all of the unique things about them. Because different things, people will bring you in for different reasons. Some people like that I live in South America. Some people like that I own a software company. Some people like that I buy companies. Some people like that I was a financial advisor. Those different things bring them into my world, but they're all Ron. Do you see what I mean? So that may have brought you in. They may have come in under nutrition, and then they end up buying your fitness program. Do you see what I mean? They may have gotten your mindset thing, and they're like, dude, I do. I'm great in business, but I don't put the same level of mental focus on my nutrition or my health, right? So there's that overlap where people want JD. I'll give you the funniest thing. Um, about 9 months ago, we taught this thing here, and then I'll get to your question, EG. We taught about consultative selling. Let me just bring it up here and I'll show you. Oops. One moment. We taught this topic on consultative selling. And one of the things about it was this. Here's the page. Boom. Got to go all the way back to the front of the book. All right. So this applies directly to personal brands also. I just got to find it. But it's a chasm of how sales works. And I'm just looking for it. Mm, The it's all the way in the front. I know. There it was, just past it. Boom. Right. So this works for communities also. So a lot of times we will find people, and I'm going to walk through this as a speaker or as a thought leader. The person who's always talking about something, but they're not buying anything. They got advice, but ain't nobody buying from them. They make posts online. That's kind of like the professional talker, right? Then there's the person who every once in a while they sell something, they try to offer you something. What you want to do is to move up here so where you're the trusted advisor, meaning that they're no longer asking you about the stuff that you started, where they were buying from you. They're asking you for stuff that ain't even related. So people hit me up all the time, and some of you all on the call have done this. I've never purported to say that I knew how to build websites. But you know what you say? Well, I'm going to ask Ron. Ron probably knows somebody who builds websites. Dr. Darrell said, Ron, can you recommend a VA to me? I don't offer VA services, but she trusts me enough to know that I can probably point her in the right direction. Do you see what I mean? So you want to, in your community, they may come in to satisfy a need that they have, right? And then you go from, man, he solved that to being their resourceful expert. And then you go from there to being their loyal champion to their trusted advisor, where they're asking you about, you know how many people have asked me, man, my wife did this. I'm like, I'm not even married. I got a girlfriend for the last 7 years. She's my life partner, but I don't know what to tell you about a wife because legally she ain't my wife. But that don't mean they ain't gonna ask. You've been with her for 7 years. You probably I've been with my girlfriend. We've been married for 2 years and it's falling apart. You see what I mean? So it's some of those different things where people will ask you outside of your scope because they trust you in another area. Does that make sense, JD? So we want to build a community around you and then trust that they're smart enough to pick the courses and products that relate to them at that point in time. Got it?